Welcome back, everyone. The proposition that we will be discussing today is discipleship in daily life. This proposition received the 7th most votes at the 2022 Synod Assembly. The discipleship in daily life proposition focuses on teaching individuals and families the art of Christian living in the modern world and how to be authentic witnesses of the abundant life for which God has created us. Formation for discipleship in daily life could take on a variety of forms. For example, it might include things like offering discipleship training that provides people with the tools to apply discernment to daily decision-making in such areas as prioritizing relationships, career decisions, financial stewardship, and time management. Discipleship training might also include education on the true meaning of the Lord's Day and encouragement to reclaim Sunday as a day of worship, fruitful leisure, and rest to help cultivate a personal relationship with God in solidarity with others. Implementing this proposition could also mean providing a variety of opportunities for each person to discern his or her God-given call and to embrace it as a personal journey to holiness. For today's sharing, I'm pleased to toss it over to Auxiliary Bishop Michael Izen, who will share some of the theological and biblical foundation behind this proposition.
Thank you, Jan. I'm sure you all remember the scene from the Gospel of Matthew when Jesus was walking by the Sea of Galilee and saw Simon Peter and his brother Andrew casting their nets into the sea. Jesus calls out to them, "Follow me, and I will make you fishers of men." Simon Peter and Andrew immediately drop their nets and follow the Lord. 2,000 years later, Jesus is issuing that same call. He calls each and every one of us to be a disciple, to follow him. A number of years ago, Pope Francis issued an apostolic exhortation on the call to holiness in today's world. It's called Gaudete et Exultate, which is Latin for rejoice and be glad, and was written to encourage people to live the life of a disciple in whatever circumstance they might find themselves. Pope Francis writes, "To be holy does not require being a bishop or priest or religious. We are frequently tempted to think that holiness is only for those who can withdraw from ordinary affairs to spend much time in prayer. That is not the case. We are called to be holy by living our lives with love and by bearing witness in everything we do, wherever we find ourselves. Are you called to the consecrated life? Be holy by living out your commitment with joy. Are you married? Be holy by loving and caring for your husband or wife, as Christ does for the church. Do you work for a living? Be holy by laboring with integrity and skill in the service of your brothers and sisters. Are you a parent or grandparent? Be holy by patiently teaching our little ones how to follow Jesus. Are you in a position of authority? Be holy by working for the common good and renouncing personal gain. Being a disciple in daily life means striving for holiness and serving the common good each day. As Pope Francis goes on to say in that same document, to the extent that each Christian grows in holiness, he or she will bear greater fruit for our world. Being holy means striving to live the commandments, to love God and neighbor in everything we do. We do not work all day. We do not play all day. We do not eat all day. We do not pray all day. But we can love all day. We can love God and others while we work, while we play, while we eat, and while we pray. Since God is love, this is how God is present to us 24/7. And it is how we make God and his love present in our world. Jesus calls all of us to be disciples. We're encouraged to strive for holiness and imitate Jesus in his love and service of others. And the more we do this, each in our own unique way, the more we'll be salt and light to the world. A shout out to my Dominican friends. St. Catherine of Siena once said, "Be who God meant you to be, and you will set the world on fire."